Made a walk call Akakopim Senegal. On the 24th of a year March, and yes, Senegal for or Motimate Atuaba, a year or more president. Now, the among this president, I Nasam Trendemono, say he is the youngest president ever in Africa. He is just 44 years older. Your friend say Basil Diamai Faye. Or no, and the youngest president. No, and our Wahab Farouk, international diplomat. On the ban of this elections about Africa, Pan-Africans, and Sansama, Onimu and Sampa. Nano and watch and some about Senegal, omu election, even po omu former president, I friend say Makiso, Nanka on also try some me as I stand but this 44-year-old youngest African president or no anything image victorious. Now I know you could say Alpha Wahab Farouk Esma or the about Senegal presidency presidential elections and any somewhere cause here the scenes saying and then city Senegal.
I'm in China for
Joseph.
The guy said and I said you can't go and come on. But I'll combine two for you. Now, for your information, Usman Zorongo is a very good person that I know. The boy become a president from jail. Oh, jail.
Jail no ababe a president, no.
Oh, they jailed him. They jailed him over crime he doesn't even remember. Macky Sall claimed say all 22 years old report girl be, which he doesn't even remember who the girl was. Okay, fast forward. One said by some recent times, Senegal Ebinya demonstrations back to back. It was as a result of Usman Soronko. Senegal, West African nation, soon independence in the 60s, is the only West African country on for a weapon and a coup d'etat. Now, from all the single time up to Abdou Diouf, and then leading to Abdou Wada, Senegal has had a kind of certain level of consistency with their governance and then transfer of power. Now, religious settings, your Alpha and your Tuba, these are all religious laws. You can call it, say, a national imam, any Ebia, colleague, also imam. Bako representing for the Alphas and the ones represent for the from the Tubas. In the Ghana and Kabaka Sebia, the Ahmadian overlord and the Mohammedan overlord. These two people, they have kept Senegal what it is. I could be and see that because the Senegalese, let me use the example of the Utum for that kind of reign, that kind of kingdom. No? When they speak to the Senegalese, they go to bed. Now, Abdul Wad, an older man, our president is already late 70s, is the best overall history of Senegal's development. And Niama was set in 10 years, 2 terms, or Konina. Abdul Wad coming into power, no. Now on Abdou Diouf, Ababaye, that the 10 years, after 10 years, on quad year more. But then when Abdul Wad was asking for more, no, almost there be, regardless of the way in 10 years or so, now, this today's president of Senegal, Macky Sall, Neba. That is the political son of Abdou Wad and Macky Sall. In Senegal history, no, Ubiasa Neba, and biological son, no. And politically trained, which Ghana hasn't got that. Your president, no, maybe. So
successes.
No, they don't train. Ghana doesn't train because a different topic that we have to deal with it. Your politics and affair. And Macky Sall, who was then a mayor. The Ambassador Songo, who is also a personal friend, the secretary, a Ghanaian. Now, or then by Macky Sall said, "Nepapana bre on trans in the 3 terms, the whole Senegal, both the Alpha and Tuba, they wanted Abdou Wad to continue because not energy or and the power the party and the banner fire Macky Sall, the political son and the winning power, new year. The biggest demonstration ever in the history of Senegal happened under Macky Sall. What did he do? Abdou Wad called Omora, Saudi Arabia. Albano Macky Sall said, my papa day and landed. Because the popularity was still overweighing his government. And naturally, that was what it was. for 4 hours in the air of Senegal, nearly brought the country down because Macky Sall said, "Oh my papa ni planes on Sanko back." And Senegal for
papa dear here.
The papa no Abdul Wahab no.
The
ordinary see form and in see form. Because nipa ko go airport Selano a man the presidential shine no ekof and a omi demonstration and a two ban catch and stay any action be take place I was Senegal they hold it holding responsible and a papa be see form obesi form no ne back Karim Wad wama Karim Wad watch no and they need 2 years and Karim Wad Qatar and Saudi Arabia and the pressure because they were the countries that no move feed Senegal with money not the France as an administrative, and the woman no Ebeje Karim Wad. Karim Wad was supposed to be his father's party. Abdul Macky Sall, I'm a boy now as 8 years. Now, then there was a rise of Usman Soronko. This boy is like call it cheddar of Ghana. Now, when Soronko started activism, no, he started preaching against what Macky Sall was doing, and precisely, no, he was blasting Macky Sall. Said he's been ungrateful. That was where he started his political ideologies, and he said, Macky Sall, the old papa no ababeye amount, Edward president, who no report the efforts need the sources of his political struggle, no, who rather no. Oh yeah, the opesa the Papa Nugun and Master, the presidential and Yama, the privileges in non farmer. No, when I started the activism of the Usman Soronko and the youth, and I'm not talking about the youth, which is not existing in Ghana. Who youth? There's nobody who is a youth in Ghana here, and I'm asking you a free part. Youth be here. Youth, I'm matured adults. Youth be here because if we talk about youth activism and youth taking power. Youth moving into governance now. Senegal has shown today the activists of Senegal, Usman Soronko ideology. Say the youth are empowered and they believe in him. Only internet campaign. It hasn't happened in the history of anywhere. Ghana and youth now can, including you, come to the internet so they are writing, excuse me, my beautiful word. Bullshit. Come check. This boy was beaten, drawn on the floor. Not even about 6 months ago. What the form of military be jandam fortune or castrating or incarcerated when you fee any man 2 year sentence ko yi need na to jail or the jail Macky Sall the time na aso but then the tuba spoke now the alpha spoke and then first April comes to the end of Macky Sall's regime. And the next election year 3 months ago, and we create a state of emergency, or create a state of inconsistency, your friends saying, fear, and we had to postpone year. When we saw my election back 2 months ago, or create atmosphere or no Macky Sall at the 172 parties were created in Senegal. 172 people contested presidential candidates about 2 months ago. We are no asset scheme. And the pronoun down, and or the about 70, or the pronoun down about 40. All this while no. What them the deputy and the vice president, also them the party, activists, the jail as we speak. Everybody. But then the Senegal youth spoke. When they were burning the city, burning everywhere, and Alpha told them, say, Macky Sall should return power. Now I'm coming to the ECOWAS, useless organization. ECOWAS, NS Koroma, HCG coup, just about in October against Madabiu. Nana Dodanko Kufado, I need to say Macky Sall. Woman call Madabiu say, Onja NS Koroma non Fanukoma Buhari non Kota Nigeria. I was one of the persons who said that will not work. Why you could edit two or no any power best source your terms, he's facing jail sentence. Macky Sall at the same time now, it was not different from Alpha Conde. It wasn't different from your friend is saying your friend Cote d'Ivoire President Alassane Ouattara. Because Macky Sall, Alassane Ouattara, Nana Dodanko Akufo-Addo. Okay, Buhari he is also a leader of the West African belt. And to no yes, I expected say ECOWAS to speak. No ECOWAS single statement had ever come out. No African Union statement had ever come out. That more treatment. It is Bobby Young in Uganda. More treatment we say jail. Ya bone pre-plan with you be how on the history. And also, say, they will vote him even while in jail. So if today, and you're in a free jail, but we are yet to know. Marking Osman Soronko is in jail. Jailed by Macky Sall. Then the youth has not spoken because every country in West Africa, every country in West Africa, except the North African countries, population between 18 years and 36 is more than 56 to 40%. Ghana not
more than 56%. Then in the context of Ghana, no. Yako constitution, I say.
Ghana no money youth to her.
But it's a sad situation that we need to look at it. So I want your comment on it.
Meaning, say, politicians, excuse me, those who are criminals, MPs who are criminals, ministers who are criminals, your youth in the do during the election campaign. I mean, who walking stick, ADD politician, campaign. All these atrocities and politicians here no kruma, all these intimidations all this stealing who trained them? The so-called landers, vigilante, vigilante no akokrabe no so 60 years womb. One or even 56 years womb. This is the youth in their 20s, Legon students, tech students, polytechnic students, your friends, media men, FIFA, Captain Smart and Co. All of them. Combined, when politicians, how have the Ghanaian youth advocated for a change in this country? Me, I'm an adult. I don't even come in there. But if we're talking about youth activism, the president, the prime minister of the Republic of New Zealand, how old is Jacinta? 38 years. San Marino president, he was 32 years. Macron, how many years did he come to? 37, the president of France, the third biggest superpower in the world. Why a 37-year-old? What are we talking about, Ghanaian youth? I'm sorry, and a youth. Is
it not a deliberate attempt to say you best say even the mind of the youth? And when I say this, in the past, around 79 near there, now we had the student front where you can say Legon, KNUS near there. Now we had the student front and they very hot. Looks SRC yekaso mo agitation and by the infiltration of a year test conite near there deliberately with blocking the student front and combat merely some of these conversations. Is it not a deliberate attempt?
Deliberate attempt by who? Are we saying that our youth are so stupid that they could be infiltrated by the camp?
It could be. Maybe I see a kind of
therefore, no, they are not youth because Obi a TESCOM person member or Telecom and now was or to UPSC or only 21 years. How do you align yourself to a political party at the same time? No, who school now? So we are a certificate. You went to school. You didn't went for education. No Ghanaian youth have been educated. I stand to be corrected, but no Ghanaian youth have been educated as far as our current university and then our tertiary school is concerned. Because now let's come back to the question. Say, those that Professor Mills introduced into the governance, those that Nana Danko has introduced into the governance, President Kufu understanding because at that time, no coming from 19-year regime of Rawlings and the old class, it wants to know here a certain stability and confer you to be anchored the government, not even anybody under 40 years. But President Mills be introduced here. John Mama president also be introduced here. Nana Dankwa also about the youth in their 40s and etc. I'm asking a plain question. How have they impacted anything in parliament? And these youth are sitting in parliament. If you call them of youth, not the age of under 36, even under age of 40, call the youth from bracket of 50 down. How have they spoken for the youth in Ghana? How have they spoken against that? Because they are adults that go in, they aspire for money. And youth never be the more. Because I'm yet to see, and they are yet to clarify, and the Ghanaian youth have to ask themselves, mother, you've not worked in this country before. You never received a salary of even 100 Ghana cedis before. Some were sitting in their father's shop. Some were sitting in their friend's shop at Abusokai. These people comes into government and they today, they own the biggest mansions in the Ghana. Or in the good names, Obina de Chelo, Otifiana no Nyajumano, Anom Ticho Dokono, Obiako. And then I'm asking, how many of them, sadly, are what in the area, Dansoman, Odoko, Agege, Kwashima, Kwashibu, Olebu, and Yushuana Nom Tite. Area. Sadly, go and see where Ismail Soronko was living in Casamance. See how they struggled before they could pull him. It took a whole Senegal army because the youth living were free in the base. When you saw a popular to Trasaku. And you have a problem to Okota East Legon. And you have a problem to Okota a year friend design. He live in the downtown.
What is the way forward? Our hub. Way forward here, dear. Yanya, dear. You to need your Yanya, dear.
When you use an inch and more demonstration, and no Bakunamoto, and Tuma Baku, Yanya Breco, Ghana, any police in the Ocean, no, a bush to be here. Yanya, tea, and I am crack. Minimum beer. And when the youth even activate a procession, sir. Police, water cannon, Ghana police, or the water cannon, Swishing. Cold water to be animal. Cold water will be animal. Nobody proposes among near violence. But we should see the youth active. Recently, when Chada introduces or person networking also. Now forget the activeness of the youth. Any nonsense or church. Me, I'm not pro any. I don't believe in any party. But when somebody is coming, somebody is saying things, please, Ghanaian youth, you can even say yes or no. And that's a Chawajan, mon support too. But if you will not do that, now we'll try very bitter stuff. Or make sure baby on Yansika, when you and Papa they want to baby on Yansika. Who does that? Which country does that? And the way forward is you.
What kind of way forward is you? Me ba media mo 7 years mu ne yewi na aja me no ayo man no dama kuma so na yesase ne yesi activism na na b na c make us say ye ko demonstration ye bu wa na me na majonku etu enso na bi mu da bi dia me kire ni say wo pepa say wo be ye bibia bo wo be hunu na NDC no manfo no ba na tinchen
but
then again if the people you are fighting for do not even understand what you are doing for them, what motivates you to continue?
Therefore, I'm telling you, sir, they don't see themselves as youth, so you don't need to fight for anybody. Fight for yourself. That's what I'm trying to tell you, sir. There's no way forward. There's no future for any guy. Nobody. We should stop this kind of political ideology and slogan of Ghanaian Uganda. Who told you there's a youth in Ghana here? You to be anyhow.
Constitution, our habwe, a constitution, Yanyan said yet here.
Well, my friend, because he knew be prepared. Nobody should dare try because when you be prepared, you to find a 10 radio so edgy communication bill. So will be in once you say or your party be communicator. Party communicator, what is that for Krebi Kasa also that? And people communicate at Kokrabeni womb. And this communicator at Kokrabeno.
It is you to one near Buam a young penifway, and Ma Wamuria Esika. Now, yes, Yansu Yepe the same playbook on 1 year.
Because who be already say Siana, you to me fra, and a pay, Madame Ura, a ye, a Sampana MP, one in town, Mr. Juan, no abonnement, why are there, what Bergman. Call the chorus any penalty radio, so Yato phone. Any credit a card the Yamano. Yato top up Yamano, 1,000. No, I can say we are Kokojinska. For any time, Bim. Go and look where he's living. Who we are university in Waka or Swahili food. Yapo Bera, who we are university. No other time for an out on Yama. Who you are university now, you have fried rice. Fried rice will come as so many troubles, so many graduates for tech. One who said the Panutim party be a spokesperson, a communicator, and you call yourself a youth. You are not a youth, you are an adult. Frustrated adult. Not frustrated. I will use the word but frustrated adult is the Ghanaian youth. Why depressed? Ghanaian youth are depressed.
Our hub
because Senegal'S say, we might vote to be 44-year-old boy. Our dad, I'm another president, and he's going to lead the country in the start. Shadomaya Bobby Young, I was in the Uganda. But the youth has never forsaken him. They have never forsaken him. The youth stand by. A lot of them go to jail with him. Bobby Young, your friends, Usman Soko.
Bobby why? Is that why we nipa? Okra now connected the mammy. Na when woka wo said the winning politics here over the other na wo orienting you to know na want to be a sebaya what na bi ni wakra no energy no a wo dey so mo so ni betimi movie omo amoma ye die hia
maybe free consultation. I've told you before, I'm not into politics, but I'm ever prepared to let people understand politics, to let people understand diplomacy, to let people understand international affairs, to let people understand world politics. When you have this background and you make comparison, it will therefore help you to know, say, this is the way. Look, Gabon, Me am a president. Odimba. I think Ghana Foreign Minister Bu Krom or Timmy Voice with him. Menenim ye na koye madam for personal friend Odimba ni tu no. Military leader no tu no. Go and see the appointments. To the sense, boy, Obama fear better had Gislaine, a young man under the age of 39. He is the representative now on the Echo United Nations to represent Gabon. That is what the country is talking about. That is what the country is talking about. Gislaine, Michelle Offler, Messan Dominion, 9 years. 39 years on Echo United Nations. Will it happen in Ghana? No. Because the youth have not, the youth, on position in Huye and on position in Huye. So we are prepared, say, also show a kind of aggression, and as a kind of say, or perceive country no move on. The youth are suffering. They are suffering in this country. Look at the Ghanaian youth, call it the girls. Ghana ni girl, but country bring and they all graduates. We so biaso a hookup activists. Or bia merchandise or merchandise hookup, which is prostitution, legal way. Is that a country that we're building and we call youth? There's no way forward. No Ghanaian youth has anything. Obianya prepared because who were true for our constituency. Say, I say we use who constantly, obe vote against you. Akokrana Bele Santino, obe beat you by greater margin. What is it for? And yet 2020 Ghana cities. How do you call them youth? How do you call them youth? If you want to change the front of the face of this politics of the Ghana, you to be a no campaign against any of these criminals. It is only to me a campaign against any of the criminals. Monko standing independent across the nation. Now you to the old majority. Ale na monko to mama you tell me who power. Now it is studios now because you change the constitution. Who should change the constitution? Constitution is changed legally, constitutionally, naturally, supernaturally by parliament. Who is the youth in parliament to vote? Monko independent, I'm called parliament. Beside that, nobody can change any constitution. The other one has status quo and one they call benefiting Gokrafo.
Kamaxika said, law is a conspiracy among the rich and powerful in the society against the poor. And no, Anna, a year our Wahab de a year to say constitutions are changed by parliament. One most of the parliament one. Now, change the constitution not to their disadvantage, Anna. But is it the saddest thing? Mamen Kasimbi. I used to say it. Anna Mijaya. Max. Meba media mu, in all honesty, me ka sabi, me chia mi huda. My uncle for more media mu jiji politician sika. Now I was angry. There was an energy in me. There was a fire in me, unquenched. I wake up every morning. I'm so angry with the political class.
Freedom.
And I'm TC Moon Happy FM.
Come on.
Me na media buy way by ye. MPP buy way. Nam kahon. Tien you, Maxo. MPP buy way. Yade banam kahon. And one, the entire campaign me Kufuado abayini said one, the people were calling for change. And the Kufuado in that time no near against we a disciplinarian na. And hey, mu ye too much movement. Mu fa ma se mu kona menwe me ho. Adai. Hey. Mo pe kwa biso local studio obia ni bibia ya oba gina MC a hona menwere me ho studio ba ni akwa ya wura mu koba sa dia asema Max
come on
na the kind of energy I made this say I want to fight for my people nti me ne mi anka sama ban ya me ne ba ye tie ni o na nye jimi a yetimi ka kire me se me koje sika free John Dramani maama ho
ko
ana mbusa wo mo say akwasi o movement bebre na have again don't do that ana mbusa wo mo say se ma jimi antu wo hina wo teso ene wo hina yetu no na me na meboa me yetu no se mpesem kwaji sika free obi wa emu die he na mekɔ no
yo ti akonya ne so no
betesi emu ne akufo ado aban kai me hede no butu no krowe mu a me amaban nanim me dem sa wura nani wonim say YouTube bebre no na edimachi no na wo nyina ndc wo mo twen say de wo ye ne be benefit John Dramani maama tieni o afi metiai say me ba wo hu sem belt Yebeko fix the country circle there no. 2 nights before. Ana me ko peja meta just say me call demonstration ti me pajama ya betre na yere na wudi nkwasesem hia wa me busum ana ken mesisi
oh sorry
nanim sometime I thought say ye must be na training team ye fam nko etu ko fix the country movement no a tama ye ko demonstration no obahwe edu ba bia metimi koto na me de pomana kire wiem people thought I was doing antics but na menya antics menantia na meha mitimi nko so when I cannot move that is when I was doing that moving for the people pain ya quarter kwa dibusa Oliver when people sit in this country you to know me say mua bia nchan ye mua bia nchan ye ya quarter kwa de isi yakọ na sika ye de beto even t-shirt obi ko busa Frank to USA wono na boa ye gada sika me de ko ye t-shirt enso awi akire o mo se kwaji sika free John Dramani mama o tienio NDC don't know after fix the country as soja etuato ana or communist inferior tactics or mo sha say yen sow seed of discord in the leadership mu eti won hwe katachie said you see dress ne de say wa kwaji sika o won hwe Oliver we mo hwa no a wono de koye different agenda no mo sha ase so sa seed ya wo mo so seed ya ana nesto ye bu agitu musa mpaniampa wo bia kwaji sika another crazy guy in this country wo join bibia wono wo some believe me kain no ene so e board betum ana yi fix the country no wo hwe kura enya so I can tell you honestly na me Oliver captain you meet the leadership of NDC say wo mpese wo mbe join fix the country say nye chena mo me join ko bisa sa me jamfi yesi ya me join mo join ne na join ne chera ko bisa eno no mo de kwoti arise Ghana
sure
and we were honest with the people sata me no ka say yeah fix the country yeah call first one a yeah call na me yire da yeah theater ward yeah no operation na me ginam yeah call takrade de na me ginam afa wi akire na katachie akogye na katachie no ya corrupt na katachie wo mo ya sa ne sa de a shasia kasa jomama good chair kufa na me nka ne nka ne chena
no
akufa do amemo de nkoyi na jomama de nso me nka ne nka ne chena
ko
enso no so de na kan pa
freedom
and the wa omo da omo di na kwa di wa jandam na kwa di wanka no kure na onim omo ka so wanka no kure not because they think I am praising Akufo-Addo Aban me praising Akufo-Addo Aban da ensi na mom de ntia wanka no kure ne so omo pese me kasa dwoma ma ye better ana me say in my conviction maka kire wo mo NDC fo say me nye dwoma ma leadership ni ne kira Akufo-Addo de enso bon pa
come on me
na nka me say anipa yi ye tame ewa me yere say e de asem obi asoma na anim empanifo na NDC no one day back wo na ofrem no sebra me mo nipandi no say ada na wo ha ho saa
wo ha ho
they me say tieni take it for me the anti ankrofo who say demonstration mean lead bio the Wahab kan yi you to near more to the point say wo kasa wo kwa mo mbeku a wo mbeku I'm telling you eti wo kwa ma African youth no a so you so nsa ba akopɛ wo don nsa ba ko ku wo mo pra wo mo no na don nsa ba ko papa wo mo ankasa efo mo ankasa kura nso twuku
and then
African youth Ghanaian youth the issue wa de mo na mpache mo bia bufu sa na ete ye nyina ye mo because agena de ati mo dwene mo me say me ba me de mo after the same person and a katachie no one criticize Akufo-Addo Aban moa me criticize Akufo-Addo dabi you to na me kasa etime du matem munya mon kan say de
ya bo tere we se de no wate so kakra ma
you to nya nyamra me papa phone munya free
so de nya bo tere o katachie emoya enti no hwe emoya
the energy bill lidi me no kase me see because of fix the country me bob belt me buy me more me belt me bob na me nyi obi aka pro me buy adwoma ma NDC ni bia ma me sika Julius Zebra sika wo de ma me no de ma me say me mra me adwuma as a media person me nye ne kapre me say politician bi so okrom say ya maba beje ne kapre for any agenda on kan kire me and so you to ya da wo money buy na katechie no ye kromfo na katechie nam si bo panimu ba ko frɛ me friend this mu o se bra efa panifo mienu me mu omudi ba ko se ada na wo kuma manfo no because manfo no ante de wo ye na se they will come after you ampa also ba ko frɛ me no se ekwan se wo drive ya you were left and you were right so wo ka se obe drive in the middle you cause accident and this ni pani ba ko ne frɛ me no kai eti either you join your side or you come to our side tienio nam si bo se sa ne yeka ne dia mam komfie
akra
an ma ye din masa ba me MPP ni mu na ja ene ye wo mu di nkwase ma metwe wo kakra na me sa ati ma di eno so nya katachie na MPP nya no tim dia se mu timu adia pa adia ni adwen no dia ni you to adia ni Max me kana nanu nkodwa mte so sese me ba ye no me koji wo bisika for anything nanu mu
nyabotre
na won kan kura tie
ba bia o katache na me chese me no ya adwen me you free so nyabotre
mama nkama the youth of this nation we are crazy people almost that engineer youth no ni aba na ten na you know makofa ana ba kadachie kan save abawumia ho na na ujamia meka the same thing afa abawumia ho but mo behavior tin mejaika
so ko
mo behavior tin mejaika na meka afa abawumia ho na se bi minyimi man kan wo wiem na man kan wo man samenem minimum kai but the people that you are fighting for they don't even understand why you are fighting for them. And they'll kill you. And at some point, sabi o ware na wo yere wo ma. O dwene ho anu abusa question ba akopɛ. Se me to aso say ya na me failure. Sa nkrofo enso mo ninka yo. Na kwa me nkroma kro obeje yi fa ahodie ma wo mo kura no. Wo mo pamo ne kotena gini. Sa Ghana fo yi.
Ghana fo na.
Kwa me nkroma obeyi wo mo firi buroni ase se wo mo yom si hey wo sa kwa we kura wo ye dictator na wo firi ko ani gini. Okọ wu ye.
Secretary nchen.
No ko wu. Enti se waka ene me woyere wo ma arenti na meyere me ho se wo kwa ma manfo no na manfo no angasa enim de enti a wo kwa ma ba you continue why must you do that sa ungo fo ya na Wahab kan no you to na adwene no nye na deliberate suku no amokọ ne ye ma mo nye logical reasoning no deliberate nukes ne asasi okọ 79 let the blood flow nukes ne asasi ne lead sa revolution no and o ma sheda the MPP ni NDC run nukes ni asasi wo eti ya ban bia te so o be make sure say the leadership of nukes asasi e be ya ne nkofo say be ya ba say yes ya momra monje kakra ma ye di you na kan te sa ye ti koi mu the past be 5 years ya change curriculum textbooks in ho but you to know ye nukes ni asasi o wa komano atum and you say I should fight for these people why should I fight for them fight for them for eti wo YouTuber Facebook na be di matema me bua bi kwenti na me mua no because you don't even understand what you are doing o be di matema because of John Mahama
ontiase
na John Mahama be bua memuo no wonya memuo 4.5 years you guys you don't even understand what is going on around you don't do and yet me create impression be say o ka MPP who can di on ka who you are not even part of it you are not the same playbook you to know band the entire money brain say they want to follow a year their cromphone, you know. Say, be ya watching almost bet me about baby, be time, baby, no more baby.